broadcasting live. Thanks for being with us. We're here again at Carter County Bank in downtown Elizabeth on this Tuesday, trying to thaw out. Not going to do it today. It's going to be down to 5 tonight here. Of course, it's colder in other places. So, anyway, we're here, and we're glad to be here at Carter County Bank. And Andrew's going to join us coming up in a few minutes, El Presidente of the Carter County Bank. Also, top of the hour, Marcus Seacrest joins us. Talking about the Wild Game Dinner coming up. We'll have that coming up this Saturday at Pleasant Beach Baptist Church. Let him tell you all about that. Tickets are available. It's absolutely free, so we do need a ticket for you to be there so we know for food preparation, obviously. And we're going to be joined by Ivan Sanders a little later on the show. We've got a basketball doubleheader tonight, so we're going to doubleheader of sorts today here. And then tonight we'll start at 6:15, video and audio from Viking Hall. Big ball game. Cyclones and the Tennessee High Vikings girls go first. Ladies going first and guys to follow. So going to be a busy day. We love it. So back in the saddle after being off yesterday, watching the inauguration. I love President Trump. Here's what he said. I love this. In fact, we're going to make a screen out of this. And he said in America, how do you say it? In America, the impossible is what we do best. I love it. In America, the impossible is what we do best. I love it. This shows the impossible. Nobody ever dreamed this would work, and so here we are. In America, the impossible is what we do best. That's what I took away from all that. And Franklin Graham's prayer yesterday, and then the African-American pastor, I don't know who he was, didn't catch his name, but they were bringing down the thunder. It was awesome. So anyway, that was yesterday. Took yesterday off to enjoy all that, and so today back in the saddle ready to go. So National Anthem time, here we go. We will bring you up who gets to sing today on this 21st day of the month. Yeah, bring it on. Martina McBride of the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Then we'll take a look at the obvious. What happened last night? Ohio State dominating performance against Notre Dame, winning it, going away. National champions Ryan Day. And so now the $100,000 question is, will he stay or will he go? Where's he going to go? And what job is better right now than Ohio State? So Andrew McKeon's here. He'll know. He is El Presidente at Carter County Bank. He joins us next on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Here's Martina McBride with the National Anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets like a the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free, yeah, and the home of the brave.
And back to the Tom Taylor Sports Show doubleheader. Again, we got basketball tonight at Viking Hall in Bristol. Taking on the Vikings, obviously, and we'll be going there at 6:15 with the broadcast, video, and audio. Jackson Judas McCameron guy tonight. We got a busy week. Got Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Thursday, Iroquois County at home. That's the big cheerleading event where you have the Spuds and Spirits raising money to get the cheerleaders, of which his daughter's one, to get off to Disney. Also, they're celebrating 50 years of Lady Cyclone basketball Thursday night. And then on Saturday, we'll travel a little ways down the road to Johnson City, Battle of the Hilltoppers. So we got a busy week, got 3 games. Tis the season. It's basketball, and so this is what you do when you do it. We had a big time, by the way, at the John Clark Classic on Saturday. That was really cool. And so we had a lot of response off of that. Thank you. We had 7 or 8 states where people were watching what we were doing. And thanks to Deuce Morton. Is he good or is he good? He is so articulate. Trying to get him, in fact, I'm working on getting him more involved because he is really good. So anyway, we had a good time there on Saturday. And so last Thursday we had basketball. And so tonight we've got basketball. Today we've got Carter County Bank. And hello, sir. How are you?
I'm good. You all right?
I'm doing great. Doing
Good.
wonderful. So cold enough for you? You like this cold weather?
Prefer it to be 90.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Amen. Now, the granddaughter who always yaps in the summer about how hot it is, she said, you know what? I'm going to tell you something. I'm never going to complain about the heat again. I said, no, you shouldn't.
Not until it's hot again.
Not until
If it works like it does in my house, yeah.
they'll start complaining about the heat.
Correct.
You got it. They're not going to complain until it's hot again. All right, so the obvious last night. We're going to talk about the bank here in a second, but and they got a big grand opening in Boone, so we'll talk about that here in a few minutes. But last night, Ryan Day, I guess, got rid of his demon, I think, for at least for the moment. The Michigan Demon we're speaking of, winning the national championship. Dominating, so-so performance. How would you rate it? Did you watch it?
I watched the first half.
Watched the first half,
Yeah. It looked like Notre Dame made a nice comeback in the second half, but I don't know that it was ever in doubt from what I saw.
Yeah. So the transfer portal showed how important it is because you look at the kids that, Judkins came over from Ole Miss, Will Howard, the quarterback transfer from Kansas State, on and on it goes. So the transfer portal and the NIL came to fruition last night for Ohio State. They beat a good football team, and what did you just watched the first half, and I think I watched maybe a couple minutes of the second half. Said, nah. So for me personally, after the inauguration yesterday, nothing's gonna top that. That was awesome, in my opinion. But it is what it is. So what was your take? What do you feel like the difference? Why did Ohio State win the game?
Well, I think talent-wise, Ohio State was a better team. I think Notre Dame had a heck of a season after the early stumble against Northern Illinois. They really kind of put it together and rolled off a bunch of wins. I think Riley Leonard plays with a whole lot of heart. I think his little accuracy on some of his throws, I mean, he's not as much of a threat throwing the ball as Will Howard was. I think that played a big difference in it because they could just load the box up. Ohio State, made the tackles when they needed to make the tackles in the first half. I saw they missed a few in the second half on some deeper passes. Maybe Notre Dame was too conservative after that first drive. Maybe, who knows? It's hard to say. But Marcus, what's the coach's name for Notre
Marcus
Dame?
Freeman?
Yeah, he's a phenomenal coach.
He is.
I think anybody in the country would be happy to have him as a coach. I think he's going to do great things up there at Notre Dame, and we'll just see where it goes. But I just think Ohio State was the most talented team in the nation, and they showed that in the playoffs.
Well, look who they beat. I mean, they beat a good Tennessee team, the number 1 team Oregon, and beat Texas down there in Texas. So, they had a pretty, and then Notre Dame.
They just beat them. They were not
beat down.
Tennessee and Oregon got destroyed.
Yeah.
Texas and Notre Dame were close, but I don't know that either game was ever in doubt.
Yeah. So
I guess Texas was a little bit there at the end until Sawyer made that sack and returned it for a touchdown.
So you run the table of 4 really good teams: Tennessee, Oregon, Notre Dame, and Texas, or Texas and Notre Dame. So Ryan Day. Now there's buzz this morning about he may go pro. The Jets are talking to him. The Cowboys have shown a little interest in him. The Raiders, nobody wants to go to the Raiders. They can't get anybody. So, but there is talk about him going up to the NFL now because he has not forgotten how poorly he was treated after the Michigan game. And so, he says, I read his comments. I've got him here, and we'll get into that here in a minute. You got to get off to the meeting. But he says, look, you got to be thick-skinned as part of it. There's going to be half the stands up there going to be mad at you, and you're not doing it right, doing the way they think you should do it. So he says, I get that. I just go with the flow on that. Okay, but that's some pretty strong stuff that they sent towards this guy. So does he stay? Does he go? And where would he go, I guess?
I think most of these guys, and it's not a character flaw or anything, but I think wherever the money's talking, that's where he's walking. So I could be wrong. I mean, because there's a difference between. I mean, I'm assuming because I would assume there's a difference between $4 and $6 million and $10 million.
Yeah.
So
You don't know anything
it
about
sounds
that.
like there would be a difference in that. So if he gets offered $10 million a year by somebody, I think he's going to listen.
Yeah,
He'd be
absolutely.
crazy not to.
What other, if you leave Ohio State and stay in the college ranks, what would be a better job right now than Ohio State if it was open? And I don't even know what's out there open. Not much is open right now, but what would be a better job down the road than Ohio State?
I think if you make the jump, you're only going to NFL.
NFL, yeah.
I mean, I don't think there is a better job right now if the rumors are true that he had $20 million to spend on a roster. I don't know why you would want to go somewhere else.
Yeah.
I mean, because you saw the collection of talent. I mean, he's always been able to recruit prior to this, and now he's just bringing in these transfers. I don't know why you go somewhere else. Personally, as an SEC guy, I think there's better jobs, but you can't disprove that theory this year.
No. 2 years in a row, we've been held out of the national championship. In fact, Big Ten's won it 2 years in a row now. Michigan and now Ohio State. Switching gears before I let you go, Tennessee basketball tonight. They've got Mississippi State. I guess the question would be, number one, is there? And number two, what's wrong with the balls?
I think it's just the SEC. I just think it's just a meat grinder, and if you're on the road, if you can win by one, you've had a great day.
Yep.
I mean, I don't care who you're playing, if they're the top team or the worst team.
Well put.
We're going to see in the next few weeks. I mean, what's Tennessee got? Florida, Auburn, Kentucky, Mississippi State, maybe the next 4 games or 4 out of the next 5, something like that.
I think they're at Auburn on Saturday.
Yeah, so I mean, you're going to find out about Tennessee real quick. But I think the SEC is just a meat grinder, and if you come out of it with a 2 games over 500, you've had a successful year in the SEC, and you should have no problem getting to the NCAAs.
Yep, Lady Ball's in the same boat. I mean, it's a battle or war night in, night out. So, and everybody's now starting to back off because he got beat by Vanderbilt on Saturday, and so there were certainly some flaws in the game. You watched it. She saw it. She was ripping them pretty good. She said either it's not fixable or we don't care to fix it. I thought,
Yeah.
that sounds like the late Mrs. Summit. So what that sounds like. So anyway, we'll see. They are all the number 1 team in the country. Are they the best?
From what they've seen so far, yeah. I mean, they're doing what they need to do. Especially when the big guy got hurt and they're still handling business. So.
Then we get one more look. We're inside of a month of spring training. The Braves still looking for a frontline pitcher. You see them make any more moves for spring training? They said.
I think there may be. I don't know that they'll bring in a frontline starter. I think you bring in a 3-4. But if you can roll out Chris Sale, Reynaldo Lopez, bring back Strider at some point, I mean, you're going to have a pretty strong top 3 if you can somehow get your way into the dance in the end. That's a pretty solid starting staff.
Schwellenbach, I hope he's going to get better. He's a young kid. You hope he gets better. Strider, and then
Smith Shawver, and you got. I was surprised to see Morton leave, but he's gone to Baltimore, so it'll be interesting to see if he's still got something left in the tank.
Who's the kid? It's A.J. Shawver Smith.
Smith
Shawver, yep. So anyway, we'll see, and I'm loving it because that means we're getting close to warm weather because spring training's getting ready to start.
Was it 30-some days until nighttime starts at 7 o'clock?
Is that what it is?
Yeah, something like that.
And the president said last week that one of the things he wants to do is are we in daylight savings time now, or is when I always get confused. But
daylight savings, I would assume, would be when we get to, we're getting ready to go into it because we're going to have more daylight.
Yeah, so
I could be totally wrong, but that just makes sense.
Makes sense. Daylight savings times, we're saving daylight. So you're probably right. So he says he's going to get it pass through that stays that way permanently. So I would like that, but we'll see. But right now it's cold outside, but again, spring training within a couple of weeks, inside of 3 weeks now they start. Cubs report on February the 9th. That's the earliest team. So what's today? Today's 21st. So you got, 10 days left in January, 9, so you got 19 days. Less than 3 weeks, spring training starts for people. So, yes.
It's exciting.
It is exciting. Other excitement is there's a grand opening in Boone, North Carolina. Tell me about that.
Yeah, so we're from 4 to 6 on Thursday. We're having our grand opening up in Boone. We've been open since November the 6th with minimal fanfare. We hoped to be open October 15th. The flood set us back a little bit. We got open November the 6th. We didn't feel like it was right time for a party with all of the Boone area and our area's gone through. So we're going to open it up on Thursday, and we're excited about it. We've had some momentum up there. We've got a few accounts open and some loans that we've got in the pipeline, so it's pretty exciting to be able to do that with, like I said, minimal marketing that we've done up there so far. It's just been shoe leather. We've been going out and calling on some business as we can. I've been spending at least one day a week up there, one day every other week. So putting a few miles on the car, getting up there. Got a good team up there, and we're going to see what we can do.
Shaking hands, kissing babies.
You got it.
Shoe leather, I love it. He's got more little cliches. Let's see, if money's talking, we're doing the walking, is what you said earlier.
I just made that one up. I don't know if that's anything that you can use. You can have that if you want.
I can use it. I'm going to
Yeah.
quote Andrew McKen said, the money's talking, we're doing the walking. So
Yeah.
I love it. That's well put. So anyway, Carter County Bank, they do a great job getting ready to crank up big summertime here in downtown Elizabeth. We got some good activities planned. Business as usual, as best as we can be with one bridge out. Although I was going to be here in a little while. I've got an update on the bridge from the city of Elizabeth, and he's going to talk some sports too. But he's got an update, which is a good update, on the progress of getting the other bridge reopened and get things back to normal as much as we can. And so that's good news. He'll tell us all about that a little bit later on. You've got a meeting to go to. Thank you as always. Thank you for your sponsorship of what we do here. And so we're going to roll out that big announcement hopefully on Friday. That's the goal, and so we're working behind the scenes to make that happen. Got a big announcement about the show. So anyway, we appreciate it very much. We'll take a break. We'll come back. We'll take a look at college basketball, college football, just take a look at college in general next on show number 2020 of the Tom Baylor, or 2220 rather, of the Tom Baylor Sports Show. Thank you, sir, by the way.
Thank you.
Yeah. Love hanging out with this guy. He is top shelf in my book. Back after this from Carter County Bank.
We're proud to help our region move forward and help reopen every business we can.
This sandwich is not just spicy, it's flavorful.
Hi, this is Patayo. And this is Elsa. And a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A Grilled Spicy Deluxe Sandwich is that spicy kick. I really like the marinated chicken breast because the spice comes in at just the right moment.
Oh, no. A little thing I love is that cilantro lime sauce. It's a fun blend of zesty and bold. It's highlighting the flavors in the chicken. That's what really makes me happy. Are you gonna eat all your fries?
Real guests paid for their testimonials.
At Carter County Bank, it's our job to help you focus on the happy moments and check off the things on your to-do list to make them happen. We're here along the way so you can pull off the happiest moments in life. Carter County Bank, in the business of happiness.
In a world where clutter, trash, and debris threaten your property, one man is ready to save the day. He's Container Man, your dumpster delivery superhero. Need to clear out your garage? Call Container Man. Remodeling your home? Call Container Man. Demolition waste taking over your job site? Call Container Man. From minor to major projects, Container Man has the perfect size dumpster for every task. With lightning fast delivery and the customer service of a locally owned company, he will help you restore order to your world. When you're ready to fight clutter, trash, and debris, call Container Man.
Thanks for being with us here again on this Tuesday. We is here. We is live again at Carter County Bank. So let's take a look at as the obvious, and that would be after a devastating loss to Michigan, as we know, it was, Ohio State outscores their opponents 145-75. So there you go. That tells you right there how strong that would be. Tennessee, Oregon, Notre Dame, or Texas and Notre Dame in that order. And so 12 months and 12 days ago, Michigan won the national championship, 34-13 over Washington. So they've got back-to-back national championships in the Big Ten. That should get in the crawl, probably does, the SEC, I would think so. And so the Buckeyes started 19 players who signed with the school, combining for more than 520 starts, so they stuck around. They didn't jump. Now, I'm sure a lot of these guys will be gone now after winning the national championship, but they did stick around. So it is a tribute to them that they did that. Talking about Ohio State winning at 34-23 last night. Also, thought this was a really cool thing of what Ryan Day did. Every day after practice, he told the players he would hand out a scarlet and gray brick to one player. It would be his job to build a foundation for the team. The bricks cannot be put there randomly or haphazardly, but they got to build them just like they're supposed to, like you're building a wall, which I thought was really cool. So every day as the players walked out to practice, they had a view of the bricks being stacked, and every day on the way back into the locker room at the Ohio State practices, they had a view of the bricks being stacked. Over 100 bricks now stacked perfectly, forming a foundational wall, which is what the whole point of doing this. So, by the way, Ryan Day is 47-1 against other Big Ten opponents. Against Michigan, he is 1-4, and so, and rolls, runs the table. Again, drills Tennessee, drills Oregon. Sawyer saves them against Texas, but that's what big players make big plays. And last night they dominated Notre Dame. So, to continue to bring up Michigan, and I'm doing the same thing, it's probably very wrong and very unfair to Ryan Day. They did what they needed to do, whether you like them or not. They rebounded from the big rival loss and got it together and got on a roll and won 4 big games against 4 great programs to win the national championship. He is, Ryan Day we're talking about. Let's see, what is his numbers? What was it I read? He is 70-10. Yeah. Win percentage of 87%, only behind Newt Rockne among FBS coaches with a minimum of 50 starts. Newt Rockne and Ryan Day. It's pretty good company. So where would he go? There is talk he may leave. Where would Ryan Day go? I guess the obvious would be to the NFL. He's got his son, RJ, is a high school quarterback in the Metro Columbus area. And so he's got 2 more years. But the Jags, the Cowboys, the Jets, the Saints, and the Raiders are still looking for a coach. So would you throw enough money at this guy to go up and coach? I don't see him being an NFL coach. That's just me. So, Day is 70-10 after his 6th season. Continues to be the winningest active coach. So Woody Hayes was 57-19-3 through 80 games. Urban Meyer was 72-8 in his first 80 games. Jim Tressel was 66-14. Ryan Day 70-10 as the head coach of the Ohio State Buckeyes. So anyway, they dismantled Notre Dame last night. Will Howard, really good quarterback. Is he a pro quarterback? Yeah, I think so. With some development, I think he is. So, but I was impressed. I thought Will Howard, commanded a very good football game. Obviously, at one point he was 13 out of 13 before he misfired, but this guy had a show. And you look at Quinshon Judkins, 11 carries, 100 yards, 3 touchdowns. Jeremiah Smith, 5 catches, 88 yards, and a touchdown. Will Leonard on losing calls for Notre Dame, 22 out of 31, 255 yards, 2 touchdowns. So, anyway, it was a big win last night. Ohio State quarterback Will Howard became the first quarterback to throw for 1,000 yards in the college football playoff. Hitting the mark, he passed a guy by the name of Joe Burrow, which ain't too bad. So, it was Joe Burrow from 2019. Burrow threw for 956 yards in just 2 games. So Will Howard in these 4 games throws over 1,000, sets the record for the most yards passed in the college football playoff. So anyway, Ryan Day and Ohio State are the toast of college football, and we'll see if everybody else can play catch up. Now, the playoff format. There is talk about it being changed and juggled up and moved around going forward. The folks on the committee, they're going to wait and they will meet again in April. But they are talking about rewarding the conference champions with buys because of the emphasis it places on conference title games. I get that. It's probably a good thing. Starting in 2026, any changes will no longer require unanimous approval. The Big Ten of the SEC will have the bulk of control over the format, a power that was granted during the past college football playoff contract negotiations. So remember that going forward. And that would be, again, the fact that, again, the Big Ten and the SEC are going to drive that bus. And they're going to make sure by driving the bus, they're going to be running the bus and getting the bus where they want it to go. So they are talking about giving the conference champions buys in the first round, which makes perfect sense as a reward for winning the conference championship. It's the way it should be, in my opinion. If you go through the battles and the rigors of a regular season and get to the conference championship, then you should, in my opinion, you should be rewarded something for winning the conference championship. In this case, it would be a bye to the playoffs. We'll see. All right, top 25 college basketball tonight. Who plays where? Tennessee at the Food City Center hosting number 6 Volunteers, hosting 14th-ranked Mississippi State. Other games tonight, you have number 3 Iowa State hosting Central Florida. You have number 4 Alabama home to Vanderbilt with a lot of momentum after beating Tennessee on Saturday. 19th-ranked UConn, the Huskies hosting Butler. 11th-ranked Purdue in the Big Ten hosting Ohio State tonight. Number 10 Marquette travels to Seton Hall. 23rd-ranked West Virginia Mountaineers home to Arizona State. Number 22 Missouri tonight at Texas. Number 25 Louisville tonight at SMU. And number 18 Wisconsin at UCLA. And 15th-ranked Oregon. The Ducks will be at home tonight against Washington. But the big top 25 game, again, a 7 o'clock tip-off. Yep, 7 o'clock tip-off in Knoxville at the Food City Center. The Tennessee Volunteers and the Mississippi State Bulldogs. Should be a good one tonight. We've got 2 good ones tonight coming up at Viking Hall in Bristol.
It's an exciting Elizabethton Cyclone basketball doubleheader. Hi, this is Tom Taylor, inviting you to join Jackson, Judah, and yours truly this Tuesday night from Viking Hall in Bristol for an important conference match against the Tennessee High Vikings. The Lady Cyclones start at airtime at 6:15. Boys game to follow, video and audio. It's an exciting Elizabethton Cyclone basketball doubleheader this Tuesday night at Tennessee High, here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show Facebook page and on YouTube. Go Elizabethton Cyclone basketball.
Molly Hurley with Chick-fil-A here in Elizabethton on the Tom Taylor Sports Show and Cyclone Sports. The seasonal key lime and the grilled spicy deluxe. That's our current specials. Tell us about them, would you please?
Yes, so we have our frosted key lime lemonade. You can also get it as just regular lemonade in sweet tea or as a Sunjoy. It's a real exciting flavor. We had it a while ago and it was a fan favorite, so I'm glad they brought that back. And then we also have brought back our grilled spicy deluxe, which is a spicy grilled filet with lettuce and tomato, and it automatically comes with Colby Jack cheese, but you can switch it out for pepper jack or American if you want.
Trays. Anytime's going to be a good time for a tray from Chick-fil-A. You got football playoff games. You got the college basketball season. You've got the Super Bowl coming up. You've got birthday parties. You've got looking down the line field days coming up in schools. Name the reason. Tell us about trays at Chick-fil-A.
Yes, so you can do tray for any event. We have breakfast trays as well for mornings until 10:30, and then you can do nuggets, strips. We've got mac and cheese, fruit, salads. Grilled wrap trays, really a little bit of something for everybody. So you can just give us a call or go online, and we'd be happy to take care of you.
Yep, the phone number is 297-1266. Family meals. Tell me about that from Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, so this is a new offering Chick-fil-A has started. It's on the Chick-fil-A app. You can get a 30-count nugget, 30-count grilled nugget, or a 10-count strip, and then you can choose between fries, mac and cheese, and fruit, and it also comes with 4 desserts. So it's a great option if you're wanting to bulk order for your family if you don't have time to cook dinner one night. It's a great way to be able to do that and get a little bit of something for everybody.
Do it on the app. So tell us again what's available out there.
A 30-count nugget. You choose between a 30-count nugget, grilled 30-count nugget, or a 10-count strip, and then you can choose between your sides of fries, mac and cheese, and fruit, and then you get 4 desserts as well.
Dessert options are?
You can get 4 cookies, 4 brownies, or 2 and 2 of each, and then it's not included in the meal, but you can also add gallons of sweet tea or lemonade for everybody, and it comes with an 8-ounce bottle of sauce as well.
This is on your app?
Yes.
It's awesome. On your app, which is Chick-fil-A One, right?
Yes.
That's what you get.
Chick-fil-A app. You can earn points. We've got free stuff on there quite a bit, so check your app for some new rewards every week.
Yep. Chick-fil-A and Elizabeth, one of our great sponsors, the Tom Taylor Sports Show and Cyclone Sports. We love them. Chick-fil-A in Elizabethton. Back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show live again here at Carter County Bank in downtown Elizabethton. Appreciate Andrew and Nicole and Tyler and Grabowski and all the folks down here. Love coming down here and hanging out once a month. So we'll be here till a little past 1 o'clock. We've got Marcus Seacrest coming up top of the hour talking about the Wild Game Dinner this coming Saturday. Be having it at our church at Pleasant Beach Baptist Church. Then we'll check in with our buddy Alvin Sanders, who's taking some high school sports and some college sports coming up at the bottom of the hour. Milligan last night, men's team on the road to Bluefield, bounced back after a tough loss on Saturday to Columbia International, winning on the road big time, pulled away easily, 90-66 for the Buffs. Again, you had McCaskill Rivers on a great game, 25 points, Sam Gold 16. Also, you had Elijah Broadwood 10 points off the bench, and also you had Luke Lentz having a season high 15 points. He's the sharpshooter. His daddy's one of the coaches on the Tennessee men's staff. He plays at Milligan, and so the Buffaloes with a big game. Anjay Tombo, 12 rebounds to lead the Buffs in that department. So Milligan, again, big win on the road. And so the Buffaloes, again, will take back to the highway on Saturday against Union in Barbersville, Kentucky. So that'll be a double dip as they will go there, and so will the ladies. The ladies won last night as well as they continue to run the table. 10th straight conference win for Kylie Greer's Lady Buffaloes. Wow, they went to Bluefield and blew them out 91-51. Wow, that's awesome. So you had J.C. Jenkins, again, 19 points. Samaj Clark and Lauren Longmire each had 17. And McKenna Myers had 11 for the Lady Buffs. So they continue to play very good basketball. So Milligan, again, winning it 91-51. And so the Lady Buffs will move on now also to double dip. They will play Union on Saturday at 2 o'clock. And the men will play in Union, Barbersville, Kentucky at 4 o'clock on Saturday. More college football news. Steve Sarkisian getting a contract extension to stay coaching at Texas. There was talk about him possibly being interviewed by Jerry Jones for the Cowboys job. He says, no, I'm going to stay at Texas. And so Sarkisian's contract extension, receiving a salary increase from 5.8 to 10.3. And so, he is now the only behind Kirby Smart and Dabo as the highest paid coaches in college football. Sarkisian got a $150,000 bonus for reaching the college football playoffs. How about that? That's not too shabby. Making it to the CFP and say, let me stroke you a check for $150,000. And he did, and they did. So Sarkisian staying put at Texas. He is 38-17 across 4 seasons. And so after the first season was 5-7. So since then, he goes 33-10 over the last 3 seasons. Sarkisian staying with a big pay raise to continue to be the coach for the Texas Longhorns. Top 25 college basketball came out yesterday. We were off yesterday. So Duke, again, going to its highest ranking in AP since 2023-2024. The Blue Devils, the Dukies, up to number 2 in the country. Auburn unanimous number 1. Duke at number 2. Iowa State at number 3. Alabama number 4. Florida rounds out the top 5. Tennessee maintains that number 6 spot. And that's really our Houston up 3 to number 7. Michigan State up 4 to number 8. Kentucky dropping one down to number 9. And Marquette rounds out. They were up 3, or actually dropping down 3 notches to be number 10. So here it is in order. Auburn, Duke, Iowa State, Alabama, Florida. Then comes Tennessee, Houston, Michigan State, Kentucky, and Marquette. At number 11 this week are the Boilermakers of Purdue. Kansas at number 12, Texas A&M at 13, Mississippi State at number 14. That would be Tennessee's opponent tonight. Oregon 15th, Ole Miss 16th, Illinois 17th, Wisconsin Badgers at number 18 this week, UConn at number 19. They dropped 5 notches. St. John's unranked, and don't look now, here comes Rick Pitino's team. They're at number 20 in the country. They were not ranked this week. Michigan at number 21. Missouri at 22. They weren't ranked. West Virginia weren't ranked. They're number 23 this week. Memphis at number 24. And Louisville was not ranked last week at number 25. So you had 4 teams crack the top 25 this week that were not there last week. St. John's at number 20, Missouri at 22, West Virginia 23rd, and ranked 25th right now are the Cardinals of Louisville. So that's what's going on there. Now, got a beef or a problem, I guess. Don't get it, don't understand it. I do to a point, but I think it's totally unfair. Sun Belt Football Conference issuing my school, Marshall, a $100,000 fine after the program opted out of last month's Independence Bowl against Army, citing an exodus of players via the transfer portal. Now, they created this. College football created this. So Charles Huff leaves to go to, wherever he went, Southern Miss. So the players, it was a mass exodus. They won't stay in Huntington. And so as a result of that, the decision in this quote was detrimental to the Sun Belt Conference and its membership to Army, to the Independence Bowl, the American Athletic Conference, and ESPN. So we're bad all the way around. And I get that to a point. Marshall finished the season 10-3, defeated Louisiana 31 in the Sun Belt Conference title game, or they won in the Sun Belt title game, so they're Sun Belt Conference champs. So he informs them that he's leaving, and so all these players left at the same time, which, there you go, the transfer portal. So you created this monster, and now you penalize the folks because they did exactly what they were allowed to do, which is wrong. So, and yes, it's my school, it's my alma mater, but it's still wrong. So you set it up, and so the kids did exactly what they were allowed to do, and then you penalize the school for doing it. That's not right. It's not fair. It's not right. So how do you fix it? I don't know. But to fine Marshall $100,000 from the Sun Belt Conference, I get it to a point. But again, you set this formula up that we can transfer when we want to, and they did because the coach left. So how do you fix it? I don't know. If I was Marshall, I'd look around other conferences. If anybody take them, I'd start shopping and going, okay. I don't know if they will or not. I'm not privy to that, but it's not right, and it's not fair to the school to get fined $100,000. They lost revenue, too. Got to remember that. The Sun Belt Conference say, well, shame on you for backing out. Well, Marshall lost, too. They were going to get paid a pretty good chunk of change from the Independence Bowl, so they lost money. And lost even more money because now they got to pay $100,000 to the Sun Belt Conference. So Marshall's a loser all the way around this. They lost the players. They lost the coach. They didn't get to go to the bowl game. They lost the revenue from the bowl game, the television rights revenue from the bowl game. And now they lost another $100,000. Has to go to the Sun Belt Conference because they're in a snit because they left. So there you go. Tom Taylor Sports Show. We're live here. Don't forget the Pizza Inn. Yeah, they got the buffet going on today. $10.99 all you can eat for lunch and $11.99 for the buffet in the evenings. But today is Kids Day. All kids ages 3 to 10 get a great deal at Pizza Inn. So it's kids' night tonight. And so they are getting ready to get revved up and put out 18 pizzas at any time. All the pastas, got the rotini noodles, the spaghetti noodles, Alfredo, all the sauces. They've got the dessert pizzas. Down at the other end of the buffet bar, they got the salads and the soups and the puddings and the jellos. All that for $10.99. You can't beat it. It's a great deal. Goes on every day for $10.99 for lunchtime, and they bump it up a buck for dinner time. And I get that $11.99 for dinner. All you can eat. Again, a pizza in here in Elizabeth. A quick break. Back with more. After this, we'll take a look at some high school sports. We'll take a look at some NBA, the National Hockey League, and right around the corner, Marcus Seacrest joins us coming up on the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
It's an exciting Elizabethton Cyclone basketball doubleheader. Hi, this is Tom Taylor, inviting you to join Jackson Judah and yours truly this Tuesday night from Viking Hall in Bristol for an important conference match against the Tennessee High Vikings. The Lady Cyclones start at airtime at 6:15. Boys game to follow, video and audio. It's an exciting Elizabethton Cyclone basketball doubleheader this Tuesday night at Tennessee High, here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show Facebook page and on YouTube. Go Elizabethton Cyclone basketball.
After a long, hard day at work, all you want to do is relax at home, right? But how can you possibly relax when your home's not comfortable? If you want to feel more comfortable at home, give Advanced Heat Pump Systems a call today. With over 30 years of experience and the most innovative solutions, you can rest assured that Advanced Heat Pump Systems will make your home more comfortable. Give them a call today, 926-2665, or visit them online at advancedheatpump.com.
Very simple. It happens every day. Tell us how we can do it.
Yeah, all you got to do is give us a call. We brought 2 yesterday, actually, but you just give us your name and your birthday and tell us where your prescriptions are at right now, and we'll call that pharmacy, get everything brought over. A lot of times people are nervous about moving because they're afraid something doesn't have refills or something can't be transferred. And when that's the case, we'll call those doctors, get you new prescriptions, and take care of everything, really. It's like the people, one of them we had transferred yesterday, said they'd been trying for about 3 days to get medicine refilled and just wasn't happening, and was frustrated and asked if we could do better, and called, got everything transferred. Took maybe 15 or 20 minutes, and we had to call the doctor on one, which waiting on doctors can sometimes be a little time-consuming, but they got that called in, and by the afternoon we had everything ready for her.
There you go, folks.
So,
it's just that easy. If you're not happy where you're getting your prescriptions filled, come to the Lingerfield Drug Center. The phone number to call and talk to you about it is?
It's 423-542-2138.
There you go. One of our great sponsors right here of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Get your prescription changed to a mom-and-pop pharmacy that still cares about their people and still wants to give you 100% customer satisfaction. It's right here at Lingerfield Drug Center beside Carter County Bank in downtown Elizabethton. Proud sponsor of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
Back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. We thank you, Midwest, wherever you may be. As the late wrestling balls there across the fruited plain. We'll run down the verse today coming up here in a second. You look at back to college basketball programs, you look at 9 teams now, 9 of them out of the Southeastern Conference. You have number 1 Auburn, number 4 Alabama, number 5 Florida, number 6 Tennessee, number 9 Kentucky. Also, you look at the rest of the top 25, who else in there from the SEC? Number 13 Texas A&M. We'll circle those during the break. Texas A&M. And you have number 14 Mississippi State, number 16 Ole Miss, number 22 Missouri. Wow. So a football conference doing pretty good. 1, 4, 5, 6, 9, 13, 14, 16, and 22 as far as rankings this week for the men's SEC basketball. Tennessee, again tonight with Mississippi State in the house. 7 o'clock tip-off at the Food City Center in Knoxville. All right, let's take a look at this right here. Let's look at what we got going on last night or tonight in the NBA. You got 5 games on tap tonight. You've got Portland and Miami, Brooklyn hosting New York, Orlando, the Magic, and Toronto to battle the Raptors. Denver at home against Philadelphia, and the Lakers will be hosting Washington tonight in the NBA. Then you look at the National Hockey League. The Predators on the ice tonight in Nashville against San Jose. The Sharks in town. Tampa Bay skates in Montreal. The Rangers home to Ottawa. Philadelphia hosting Detroit. San Jose again in Nashville. They'll drop the puck at 8 o'clock tonight in the Bridgestone Arena in Nashville. Dallas hosting Carolina. Washington at Edmonton. Anaheim skates against Florida at home today. And the Buffalo Sabres in Vancouver skate against the Canucks tonight for the National Hockey League schedule. So that's what's going on there. So we'll tell you about the... Where is it here? Yep, Kids Night tonight from 5 until 9. $3.99 for the buffet, drink included. You can't beat it. Go feed the kids tonight. Mom, Dad, you don't want to eat at the house. You're, of course, going to be cold tonight. but that's okay. Come out there to the kids' night tonight at Pete's Inn here in Elizabethton for the kids buffet. All they can eat, ages 3 to 10, for $3.99 drink included. Couldn't make it for that. So probably couldn't get a Chef Boyardee pizza from Food City and make it and have that, plus everything else they have access to, for $3.99, the drink included. That's a screaming good deal at Pete's Inn here in Elizabethton, our brand new sponsor, our latest, greatest sponsor. We're here live again at Carter County Bank. We appreciate Andrew and all the folks here. They do a wonderful job and heavily involved in the community. They're big supporters of the United Way of Elizabethton and Carter County and Washington County. And so we appreciate them. They have their employees get involved, and they do it and do it well. And we, again, appreciate what they do to support what's happening with the community. There's a lot of things going on, and they're heavily involved in that through United Way, helping out those nonprofit agencies. So thanks again to Carter County Bank for doing that. Quick break, back with more. We got some baseball to take a look at. We're live here at Carter County Bank tomorrow, Chick-fil-A in Johnson City. Thursday, right across the hall, Lingerville Drug Center. And Friday, we'll kick off the weekend. We will be at the Jewelers Bench. Valentine's Day right around the corner. They got some great deals going on right now and some great specials at the Jewelers Bench for that significant other one for Valentine's Day, both guys and girls. And we'll be there on Friday, kicking off the weekend at the Jewelers Bench.
Hi, my name is Janae, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A chicken tortilla soup is it makes me feel warm inside. This is what cozy feels like. This is what bundling up in a blanket next to a fireplace with people you love feels like.
We're talking to our sponsor again, Daryl Cannon from Cannon's Fine Home Furnishings, proud sponsor of the Cyclones and Tom Lewis Sports Show. So for folks who've never been here, tell us all about Cannon's. What's it all about?
Oh, goodness. Family-owned business. We are always at Cannon's in-house usually. I mean, we're here for our customers. We want to support our community. We love our little town. Elizabethton is such a sweet place to live in. And we got 4 grandkids. They're all involved in sports, softball, baseball, volleyball, soccer. So we enjoy that aspect of our community and enjoy our customers. We love to see people come in and love to talk to them and just have a good time.
42 years. So how do we find you on social media?
We have a Facebook page that is tremendously visited. We have probably around 15,000 followers each month, and that's a good way. CannonsHomeStore.com is our website. Full picture catalog of, I think there's 1.2 million things on our website.
Wow.
Now, we don't have all that in the store, but it just shows how much we can get. Have a lot of things of it in the store, but we don't have room for a million products.
Hours are open?
Open 10 to 6 Monday through Friday, 9 to 5 on Saturday. This coming next Friday would be open until 8 that night. It's the downtown Thirst Friday event. Looking forward to that.
And the phone number?
423-543-6937.
One of our great sponsors again right here at the Tom Lewis Sports Show and Cyclone Sports. The great folks right here at Cannon's Fine Home Furnishings in downtown Elizabethton.
Hi, this is Big Country, and you're watching my buddy Tom Taylor and the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
It's an exciting Elizabethton Cyclone basketball doubleheader. Hi, this is Tom Taylor, inviting you to join Jackson Judah and yours truly this Tuesday night from Viking Hall in Bristol for an important conference match against the Tennessee High Vikings. The Lady Cyclones start at airtime at 6:15. Boys game to follow, video and audio. It's an exciting Elizabethton Cyclone basketball doubleheader this Tuesday night at Tennessee High, here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show Facebook page and on YouTube. Go Elizabethton Cyclone basketball.
NFL playoffs coming up this weekend. Of course, the championship getting ready to get into the Super Bowl. And you've got the NFC first, Philadelphia, hosting the Washington Commanders, a rematch, of course, of twice this season in the NFC East. And then, of course, the AFC Championship at 6:30 on Sunday, Buffalo and Kansas City. Here we go again with the Chiefs. And a lot of, including Troy Aikman, as you saw and heard, as you saw his reaction to how that targeting hit against the quarterback for the Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes, probably wasn't, and they got a very generous call. In fact, both of those roughing the passer, I didn't get it. So I didn't get either one of them. Particularly the second one, the two guys hit them. They hit themselves. The Texans. Mahomes was under it. Now they had contact with him. I'm not going to say they didn't make contact, but not to the degree that would justify, in my opinion, getting a penalty. So the officiating, they had to come up with, I don't know how they're going to do it. They had to come up with a more streamlined definition. It's very subjective game by game by the officiating crew, and they missed it. They missed the second one. The first one, it was kind of chintzy too, I think. Are they protecting Mahomes? Well, there's no question. Now, people told me out there in the last couple of days, well, it's rigged. I don't know if it was rigged. That's a little strong, but there is certainly a favoritism being shown, I think, to Patrick Mahomes. Now, he's an incredibly talented quarterback. You're also talking to a guy that's a Raiders fan, doesn't like the Chiefs to begin with, but he is a very talented quarterback. But I think they give him some extra grace. Used to be the same thing was said back in the day for Tom Brady. So I think they give him some extra grace that, yeah. So anyway, Washington and Philadelphia on Sunday, the early game, and the Bills in Kansas City in the nightcap. A lot of folks would just love to see Kansas City not get that third straight Super Bowl. So Buffalo's going to try and make that happen. Bills have got some mojo going, and they're playing some really good football. Should be a good game. You got to give the nod to Kansas City being at home on Sunday at 6:30, and so the Chiefs have the game at their place. There's points there. There's a value to being at home and the chance to go to the Super Bowl. Of course, the place will be nuts. Same with the Eagles in Philadelphia against Washington. I got a 3 out of 4 right. I missed the Ravens game. I thought the Ravens were going to win that game. They're all over Mark Anthony for dropping that ball, but, you go back to Lamar Jackson. Certainly did not do what he should have done to be an MVP candidate quarterback. He had the team on his shoulders and, coughed it up twice, had 2 key turnovers. So I got 3 out of 4. I called the Washington upset over Detroit. So I'm going to call Buffalo upsetting Kansas City. Still say they're not going to get to the Super Bowl. This is the last chance for me to be right. So the Bills will be in Kansas City. I'm taking Buffalo, and I'm taking Washington on the road. I think the Commanders got as I said, the momentum. I think they're the Cinderella story of the NFL this year, clearly in the playoffs. That's kind of a duh. So I think it's going to be Washington and Buffalo in the World Series, in the Super Bowl. So will I be wrong? Maybe. Does it matter? No. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But that's my take. What's your take? I'm taking the Bills and the Commanders to win this weekend, which would be both road teams. I think both home teams will lose. Philadelphia, good football team. Barkley's a stud, no question. But I just think the Magic's in the water for the Washington Commanders. I think they're going to do it. We got basketball tonight. We'll be on the road again at Viking Hall in Bristol. We'll bring you 6:15, the Lady Cyclones and the Lady Vikings. Eddie Wilhoit is back for Tennessee, outstanding sophomore talent, so they'll have her back, which will be a big shot in the arm for them. Lady Cyclones coming off that tough 40-point loss at Crockett. We'll see how they bounce back, and they will. The guys losing a heartbreaker in overtime to Crockett will go against a very good Tennessee I team. They can play. And so we'll have that for you again beginning, as we said, at 6:15 tonight from Viking Hall. Jackson Judas, your camera guy, will bring you the play-by-play, and we'll look forward to doing that tonight. We'll be there again on the road, as we said, at Viking Hall, Bristol, against the Tennessee Vikings basketball doubleheader. Back after this, it's a little past 12 o'clock. We are here live. Coming up the bottom of the hour, Ivan Sanders joins us here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. The Eagle Center, downtown Elizabethton, great antique store. Why come shop at the Eagle Center?
We just have so many unique things that tell a story, that add character to your home and conversation, and there's something new to look at every single day. Every time you come in, you won't see the same thing twice, and it's just a good place to shop for those unique gifts.
What's the saying you always use, the cliche?
Things tell a story when people no longer can.
That's it.
We have a building full of things that are just dying to tell stories.
Absolutely. 2 floors, over 50 vendors. Hours are open.
We're open 10 to 5, Monday through Saturday.
Closed on Sundays for the Lord's Day.
That's right.
And you have gift cards too, right?
We have gift cards available.
Yep. The Eagle Center, downtown Elizabeth, one of our great sponsors here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show and Cyclone Sports.
Be loyal, buy local, and shop at the Eagle Center in downtown Elizabethton.
Thank you, Tom.
What's your definition of fresh? At Food City, ours starts every morning as our certified butchers hand cut everything you see behind the counter fresh that day. Fresh also means our beef is ground in the store several times a day, time-stamped with the hour it was ground. That's a fresh guarantee. The fact is, it just doesn't get any fresher than this. That's why we say, start fresh with Food City.
We're talking to our great sponsor of Cyclone Sports and Tom Taylor Sports Show, Dr. Smith, and folks at Physical Therapy Services. For those out there who have no clue, tell us what it's all about.
Physical Therapy Services is a local mom and pop run physical therapy and occupational therapy clinic. We have clinic locations. We have 3 locations, 2 in Elizabethton, 1 in Roan Mountain. Our main office, where I'm located at 1975 West Elk Avenue, we focus on adults and athletic injuries. We have a pediatric clinic at 1500 West Elk Avenue that does both physical therapy and occupational therapy for the little kiddos out there. And then we have a clinic in Roan Mountain as well to take care of our wonderful Carter Countyans in the Roan Mountain community, and all focused on orthopedics and sports-related injuries, along with just general concerns with patients and people that want to be able to get out and move better. The human body is made to move, and that's what we try to do, is keep people moving.
Keep people moving. Hours are open.
7 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday.
Social media, how do we find out more about you?
Physical Therapy Services on Facebook. Look us up. You can also find us online at ptstn.net. And or you can just call the office, 423-543-0073, and we will put you in touch with the right people to get you the correct care that you need, whether it's through us or through one of our other affiliates that we work with.
There you go. One of our great sponsors, love promoting them. Again, the great folks at Physical Therapy Services, proud sponsor of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. And back to the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Again, thanks for being with us wherever you may be. Again, on this cold, what is it? What's the latest here? 19 degrees. I think that's about as good as it's going to get today. I think we're looking back down to around 5 tonight. So, hang on a second. So, it's cold out there. Okay, we got 3 auctions wherever you may be in the comforts of your home, your office, wherever you can bid on these auctions. Right now, they got 3 of them to tell you about. We have 3 of them to tell you about. This one goes until next Tuesday. Here's a selling to settle the estate of Hugh McKay. Tractors, tools, collectibles, Collins and Company.info. Go to it right there. We'll read some of the goodies. So that one's going to the 28th, which is next week. And it goes as follows. Let's see. Everything started at $1 a bid. You've got Ford 3000 diesel tractor, a Honda four-wheeler, a John Deere plow, a finish mower, a disc, a scraper blade, 2 farm trailers, a utility trailer, other farm implements, also outdoor activities. Got a flat-bottom fishing boat, 2 hunting stands, an extensive selection of fishing gear, all kinds of hand tools, power tools, toolboxes. It goes on and on and on. You can bid on that one. That goes until Tuesday the 28th. Go to collinsandcompany.info. This one ends tomorrow night, as a matter of fact. This is a antiques, primitives, furniture, and old sports memorabilia. There you go. There's a picture of some of the things that are up for bid. Again, $1 a bid on these as well. And let's see what we've got here. Sports memorabilia, primitives, antiques, glassware, 20-gallon AP Donahue stoneware crock, 2 primitive spinning wheels, a green painted washstand, a folk art model log cabin and barn, 1800s furniture, porch swing, let's see, uranium, Fenton, and hobnail glass, a coin and stamp collection, all kinds of cool stuff, porcelain dolls, all that in this auction. Good, again, as we said, until tomorrow night. Go to the same place, collinsandcompany.info, and make a bid. Start out at $1 a bid back when they did those. When this one started, they all started $1 a bid. And this one goes through Thursday of this week.
This is a coin, currency, jewelry, knife, and sports card online auction. And so let me show you this one as well. Go to the same thing, collinsandcompany.info. And what is in this particular auction? Same thing, $1 a bid. Let's see. Morgan silver dollars, coin sets, sought after gold and silver. Currency collectors will appreciate the selection of regional banknotes from Johnson City, Richmond, Old Dominion Bank. Also in this auction, you go bid on again at collinsandcompany.info. American Gold Eagle coin, silver bullion bricks, Morgan silver dollar collections, and an array of gold and silver coins. For currency enthusiasts, we're featuring red letter $2 bills, uncut $2 bills, all this up for grabs on the auction again that ends on Thursday. Go to collinsandcompany.info again. There's 3 to bid on just this week. And there's more coming. So there's another one to go to. You can go anywhere in the country, and they ship anywhere in the country. collinsandcompany.info. So love it, love it, love it. Hey, the Tom Taylor Sports Show, thanks for being with us. We're on the road here again today. We're here at, as we said, at Carter County Bank. Tomorrow going to be at Chick-fil-A in Johnson City. Thursday, right here across, next door to us, right across the hallway, Lingerfield Drug Center. And then also Friday, we'll kick off the weekend at the Jewelers Bench, where we'll be taking a look at what they got up and ready to go for Valentine's Day, which is hard to believe. It's right around the corner. Valentine's Day, what's today? The 21st. So you're inside of a month of Valentine's Day. They've got some great specials going on at the Jewelers Bench here in Elizabeth, and we'll tell you about that coming up on Friday. Here is Daniel Grindstaff, our buddy Daniel, one of the big hits off his bluegrass album. Thought I'd play a little music. This one's named he wrote it and composed it, named after his son Finn. Here's Daniel Grindstaff, a little thing called Finland. Finn, named after his son, Finn Grindstaff, who's a great kid. And so here's some of that music. I thought you enjoyed it on the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
It's important to hire a professional because you want a quality, trained, and licensed person working in your home. All of my staff are factory trained and have years of experience. With today's technology in heating and air conditioning systems, you want a trained professional working on your system. Our motivation to provide our customers with the best service is years of experience. We've been in business for 35 years and we plan on being in business for another 35 years, so we want to make our customers happy.
It's an exciting Elizabethton Cyclone basketball doubleheader. Hi, this is Tom Taylor, inviting you to join Jackson Judah and yours truly this Tuesday night from Viking Hall in Bristol for an important conference match against the Tennessee High Vikings. The Lady Cyclones start at airtime at 6:15. Boys game to follow, video and audio. It's an exciting Elizabethton Cyclone basketball doubleheader this Tuesday night at Tennessee High, here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show Facebook page and on YouTube. Go Elizabethton Cyclone basketball.
You stop by back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. We're live here. My man's in the house. Look at him, the deer slayer. So, how many did you get this year? Three. Killed 3 this year. So, tree stand or just free down on the ground or up in the stand?
Up in the stand.
Up in the stands, yeah. That's awesome. So, anyway, he's a big West Virginia fan. His Mountaineers are 23rd in the country. Had a big upset last week, didn't they?
Big upset.
Over Iowa State?
Iowa State. They stormed the court, I saw.
Did they really?
They did, yeah.
So, the new coach for West Virginia, his name escapes me, I don't know who it is.
I don't remember.
The basketball coach, but, they wanted Huggins back. I guess he's making them forget about Huggins now, right?
I guess.
Yeah. 23rd ranked. They play tonight. Mountaineers have Arizona State and Morgantown. or as us Marshall boys call it, Morgan Hole, since we don't like West Virginia. But, you know, I kind of like him. It's okay. It's my home state.
I can't repeat what we call the herd.
No, I'm sure you can't. Well, I've heard what you called us before, and it's not very nice, but it is what it is. Well, you don't like it out of school, so.
That's how it is. Yeah.
Did you watch it last night? Speaking of not liking school, did you watch it?
I did not watch.
Didn't watch it.
I just looked to see who won it. So, unfortunately, it was Ohio State.
Yep, they won, and they won 34-23. And so the toast of the college football world. Hey, look, they beat 4 good teams. You got to give them props. Tennessee, Oregon, Texas, and Notre Dame. Pretty good fortune to run through.
They got some good Christian guys on that team, though.
Yeah, they do.
That are outspoken.
Yes, they are.
I'll give them that.
Yes, they are. And, of course, Will Leonard, the quarterback of Notre Dame, is very outspoken. So, say what you want. Ohio State outscored their opponents 145-75 in this 4 games. So, they're getting it done. Did you watch the inauguration yesterday?
I did watch that.
Did Franklin Graham bring it down? Did he bring it down?
He brought it down.
Oh, brought down the thunder.
So did that guy at the benediction.
Oh, yes.
Man.
The African American?
Yes.
Oh, baby.
He brought it.
I was shouting from the rooftops that rip it, tear it, and love it. So, good stuff. Here's the verse today. We always dedicate our broadcast to the man hung on the cross. We're going to shamelessly do that. Today is Psalms 147, 3 and 5 says, He heals the brokenhearted and binds up their wounds. We had several days say, man, thank you for sending it. We're going through some stuff, and thank you. He heals the brokenhearted, binds up their wounds. And verse 5 says, Great is our Lord and mighty in power. His understanding has no limit. No way we can comprehend how much he loves us. We see it because he sent his son up on the cross to die for us, which is unbelievable that he would do that for me and you, but he did it. So, by the way, this is a pastor, Marcus Seacrest, who can bring down the thunder. The boy can bring it. He can shuck the corn, can't you? You can. Quit acting as a, I think, I'm a Barrett's little feller, so you can see he's puny. You can see he's got arms like tree trunks. He's kind of a puny little guy. So, you're going down to watch Tennessee tonight?
Watch Tennessee tonight.
The Big Orange.
Yep.
It's a dad-son date. That's cool. Taking his oldest son to go down and watch the Vols in Mississippi State. So, NFL, before we get into the NFL football on Sunday, first off, we talked about this other day on the phone. The Chiefs, Mahomes, are they protecting? The officials protecting?
Oh, yeah, I think they already thrown a flag in the next game.
Are they already? The first one was iffy at best. The second was no way of targeting. The two guys hit each other. The two Texans hit each other. Mahomes slid under him. Now, they made contact with him, but it wasn't targeting. So that is the biggest misnomer, I think, in professional football and in college football.
Full-time refs? Does the NFL not have full-time?
I don't know. I don't know who does. I'm not sure who's refing, but they missed it. Hey, look, Arizona State got hammered. They got robbed in the Texas game. That was a targeting call, or was it? So they called it, and it wasn't. Or they wasn't, and it was. Can't remember what it was now, but it was a very pivotal game, part of that ball game. So, having said all that, Washington and Philadelphia on Sunday, who do you like?
Neither.
Okay. Moving right along. So, well, this is a good interview. I'm glad I waited on him. So,
the Bills, that's what I'm pulling for.
The Bills and the Chiefs.
I'm pulling for
that's game number 2.
After they win it all.
Yeah. I've said all along the Chiefs are not going to the Super Bowl. This is my last chance to be right because the Bills play them on Sunday at 6:30. So, how many people lay out of church and miss to watch the Bills and the Chiefs?
Well, I don't know.
Yeah.
I just can't bring myself to root for the Commanders.
Yeah. It's the Redskins.
It's the Redskins.
It's the Redskins. And they're trying to put it back. So yes. And you preached on that a couple of weeks ago, and so did Pastor, about priorities. So, and you're right, are you not?
I think that's, You can do it. You can participate. Just don't let it consume your whole life.
That's it. As I've said all the time on the show, sports is supposed to be one spoke in the wheel of life, and a lot of folks it's the spoke, and it ain't how it's supposed to be. And if you get to that point, you're fooling yourself because it is fleeting at best. So, anyway, I thought the coolest thing Trump said, he said a lot of things, he said, in America, the impossible is what we do best. I thought that was really cool.
Here's my favorite one. A revolution of common sense.
A revolution?
Oh, man.
Yeah. Because I'm going to get political on the show, but we've had some yo-yos up there making some crazy decisions over the last 4 years. So He's the president. I respected him, Joe Biden, but he's gone. And so a revolution of common sense. In America, the impossible is what we do best. I love that. All right, so Sunday night, he's here to promote the Wild Game Dinner coming up this Saturday at Pleasant Beach Baptist Church. There's a ticket. We got all kinds of goodies. What do you say? Is a Henry rifle?
Henry rifle's the big giveaway.
Biggie.
I mean, it's a Henry 44 Magnum, Henry Golden Boy. So if you know anything about rifles,
I don't.
That's a good one.
That's a big one. That's a good one.
That's a good one.
That's a good one to take home.
Yeah, that's a good one to take home. We got a lot of hunting gear, fishing gear, Yeti cooler, fishing poles, all kinds of good pocket knives, all kinds of good things that people donated.
Right.
For us to give away.
These are door prizes.
And these are door prizes.
Yeah.
Draw your name out of the hat, and we'll see who wins. So
it's not a bid, it's not an auction. It's like your ticket gives you a chance to win all this stuff. So
it's a free event, and then we'll just have all kinds of wild game that people bring in, deer, moose. We've had one unique exotic coming in, but I can't say what it is. So.
We were supposed to go get some grilled chipmunk. Yeah. I think that was what the pastor wanted. So I've not had time. You had a chance to go get that? No. He was.
Now, a couple of years ago, they brought bobcat.
Yeah.
They had possum, groundhog, a little bit of everything. But.
Then did you tell me they had what was that last year? Barbecue something crazy.
Barbecue coon.
Barbecue raccoon last year.
And it actually wasn't bad. Then rabbit, we had rabbit, which was good. So.
Barbecue raccoon.
But we'll have the meats and all the sides and drinks and all those things for the meal. But we'll have a good time.
Yeah.
And then we'll also have a pastor coming in that's going to be speaking and just give us a challenge from the scriptures. And he's a great man of God. And we'll have a great time fellowship.
Pastors also emphasize in the pulpit that if you don't want barbecue raccoon and you don't want grilled chipmunk, whatever else they come up with, then there's going to be what we would call normal food as well, right?
Normal food, yeah. There'll be some chicken and free range chicken.
Free range chicken. Feds will be gone. There'll be free range chicken. So this is coming up on Saturday. 6 o'clock is a big deal. Last year we had over, 200 or 300 people there?
About 250. Yeah.
250. So it looks like it's going to be even bigger this year. But why would you not come? It's all taken care of. The Henry rifle, fishing gear, hunting gear. It's all right there. And of course, this is what you need is a ticket. And so this gets you into the bucket to win the prize. Is that correct?
No, that's just an invitation.
Okay.
Yeah, that just gets you in. You come in, and then when you come in, you fill out a little thing with your name, and we'll put your name in the hat for any of the prizes.
There you go. So there's a bunch of them, too.
Yes.
So anyway, it's going to be at Pleasant Beach Baptist Church here in Elizabethton, right across the river from where we are on Watauga Road. Begins at 6 o'clock. It's absolutely free. All you need is one of these. Where do we get these at? Can we get them between now and Saturday?
You can come out of the church, and we can get you a ticket anytime.
Yeah.
Some of it, like John Whitson has some at Whitson's Barbershop. He's got a few.
Yeah.
Give them out, and so.
Maybe you need to give me some tomorrow night. And so I'll be at Lingerfeld's Thursday, and I'll be at Jewelers Bench on Friday. I just put them right there. Somebody can come by and get them. Absolutely. So it's going to be the wild bird the wild game dinner, rather, with wild birds, all kinds of different exotic animals that are going to be harvesting and serving. Also getting a message of the gospel and winning some door prizes, and you're out absolutely nothing except a couple hours of your time. So should be a lot of fun. Who is coming to speak, by the way?
His name's Terry Crews.
Terry Crews.
Pastors in North Carolina, and just old country preacher.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Country's cornbread. So love it. So the grilled chipmunk. Do we have time to go out and get, because our pastor said, boy, I'd like to have some grilled chipmunk. And I'm thinking.
I'm concerned because it's been so cold.
It is.
I did see something on Elk Avenue this morning that we could
maybe scoop it up.
We could scoop it up and take it to the preacher.
He'll never know.
He'll never know.
No. Say, look here, this one's on steroids, a little bit bigger than the average chipmunk. He's a little,
he just eats. Just like I do. We just eat. We don't even look at it. We just eat it.
That's it. It's a great story. I went to my first UT game 2 years ago now, I guess it was, when they played Florida. So he drove and he took us to I'm not sure where I was. I got scared, but it was someplace in Knoxville at a Dead End Barbecue, I think is the name of the place. Dead Road, Dead Something Barbecue. So anyway, we said, man, you'll love this. So honest to Pete, this is my pastor who talks all the time. I don't think he said anything for 20 minutes. It was like, No. I mean, he was a lot of grunting, pass this, move this around, and so he likes to eat.
Yeah,
He hits it
I
hard.
do too. I
Huh?
do too.
Oh, amen. We all do. So.
When me and him go out there, we don't say much.
But not a whole lot of talking.
Not a whole lot of
The staff meeting is not much staffing to it. No, it's grown out. I love it. So, well, that's good. It's good stuff. Tell us about Master Glow. Something else going on at the church. Tell us about that.
Yeah, Master Glow is a youth program for children ages 3 through 6th grade. And that's what we do every Wednesday, and it's really kind of a discipleship program. A lot of Bible memory, scripture memory. It's just really fun. We have game time and usually have a snack of some sort. Not every week, just about every week. It's a good time, and things have been going really well.
Mm-hmm.
So,
A lot of kids.
That starts at 6:45 on Wednesdays.
Yep, and they can still come now and jump in there, even though it's been going on through the.
Absolutely.
Just come in, get plugged in, and roll with it.
Yeah.
So tonight at the Tennessee game, we have some snacks down there tonight too. You and the boy. So.
I don't even. This is my first UT game.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's the first time in the arena down there.
Oh really? Oh.
So we got good seats.
There'll be a wow factor when you get to the Food City Center. It's a pretty cool place. You got great seats.
Got great seats.
How close?
23rd row.
23rd row off the floor.
So
see, you run with the big dogs.
It's not what you know till you know.
That's it. I'm the Bob Euchre seats up here in the top. That's where I'd be. So I'm up there with binoculars, but the big boys, the big dogs, got all the pull. They're down with the big boys. So we'll be out there eating popcorn. He's gonna have probably a steak sandwich or something cool. So because he knows people. So
if they have one, that's what.
That's exactly right. You will. All right. I'll see you tomorrow night. So this again, if you want these tickets, we'll have some tomorrow and Thursday or actually Thursday and Friday. And so you can go by and get these. Well, where I'm at, I'll be at Lingerfeld Thursday. I'll be at Jewelers Bench on Friday. Come by and get these. We don't go to that church. It's okay. It doesn't matter. In fact, the more the merrier.
Right.
And so just want and come out and have a good time. Enjoy some fellowship. Eat some exotic wild game. And who's your cook, Tommy?
Well, he'll cook some on the side, jam the dessert, but we'll just whoever
People bring their own,
brings their own stuff in. We will have some venison tenderloin for sure. Melt in your mouth.
Good stuff there. Venison tenderloin. All right. Thanks for coming by, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
I'll get a report tomorrow night about the game. He'll say, I don't know who won, but I had 3 bags of popcorn, 2 candy apples.
We're hoping that the opposing team misses their foul shots.
Yeah, because you
get a Chick-fil-A sandwich.
Chick-fil-A sandwich, yeah. That's cool. So we're hoping that, that's a big thing Chick-fil-A does. One of our sponsors do with ETSU games, too. If the other team at a certain point in the game misses free throws, everybody gets a sandwich, a coupon for a free Chick-fil-A sandwich, which is pretty cool. So speaking of, it'd be a good segue. Thank you, sir. Let's do that right now. The new grilled spicy deluxe sandwich from Chick-fil-A. Ivan Sanders next. Marcus Seacrest, associate pastor at Pleasant Beach Baptist Church, and all-around peace of a guy. And he can preach it, and he can bring down the thunder. Ivan Sanders next on the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
This sandwich is not just spicy, it's flavorful.
Hi, this is Patayo. And this is Elsa. And a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A Grilled Spicy Deluxe Sandwich is that spicy kick. I really like the marinated chicken breast because the spice comes in at just the right moment.
Oh, no. A little thing I love is that cilantro lime sauce. It's a fun blend of zesty and bold. It's highlighting the flavors in the chicken. That's what really makes me happy. Are you going to eat all your fries?
Real guests paid for their testimonials.
We're talking to Mystic Council, our great sponsors of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Why Duck Crossing? Why should we come here and shop?
Well, we have 3 floors of merchandise with over 50 different vendors, a good wide variety of items. 70%, I would say, is vintage, which is over 25 years or more. We do have, of course, a lot of antiques, which are over 100 years. Clean, organized, right smack dab in the middle of downtown Elizabethton. We have 2 other stores right beside of us, so it's a great afternoon. You can hit all 3 of we're all 3 good quality antique stores.
Hours are open?
We're open from 11 to 5:30 on Monday through Friday and 10 to 6 on Saturdays.
Social media, how do we find you?
We're on Facebook at Duck Crossing Elizabethton and Instagram at Duck Crossing Antiques.
And the phone number to call to find out more.
423 518-1858.
There you go. One of our great sponsors of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Be loyal, buy local, buy it in Betsy, buy it in downtown Elizabethton at Duck Crossing. One of our great sponsors here of the Tom Taylor Sports Show and Cyclone Sports. There you go. Got the wrong chords. So swap the chords so the boy had more wouldn't be breaking his neck. Hello, sir. How are you?
Good. How are you doing, Tom?
I'm doing good. Thanks for stopping by here.
Yes, sir.
My old buddy Ivan Sanders. We go back a ways, long ways. So where do we start? Let's start with the national championship last night. Ohio State, Notre Dame. Any doubt in your mind who's going to win the game? Were you Notre Dameing or Ohio Stateing, or which one did you pick going in?
I was neither one, but I had a big feeling that Ohio State, the way they had been playing, that they were going to dominate that game. I was thinking maybe a 3-score game, but Notre Dame did have a little fight in and was able to cut it down and get within 8 with about 4 minutes in the game. But Ohio State sealed it with that field goal. I think the turning point for Ohio State came when they lost to Michigan. I think that Michigan game really did something for them or to them that really just fired them up and has propelled them to the national championship.
So you're Ryan Day. You've been raked over the coals pretty good with the Ohio State fan base. They were pretty outspoken. They're not happy with him. They didn't, but after losing to Michigan, he's 1-4 against them. He's 47-1 against all the other Big Ten teams, and 1-4 against Michigan. So they wanted a change made. So you win the national championship to shut up. I hope you shut him up. Does he go, you know what? Thank you, boys. I'm going to the NFL because that's the logical move. Would go to the NFL. There's 4-5 teams to look for a head coach right now. Does he stay or does he go?
That's going to be a big decision for him. I mean, he's accomplished what any college coach would want, and that's to win a national championship.
Yep.
I would think that the potential would be there for him to go to the NFL if he was so desired, but it's just one of those things he's going to have to determine in his own heart whether he wants to stay at the college level or take that step up. It's going to be a challenge either way because Ohio State fans are like Tennessee fans. If you win a national championship, you're really nothing if you lose to an Alabama or somebody like that. So you can't ever please everybody, so the old saying goes. So, he would make a good NFL coach, I believe.
I don't know where else you would go if, first off, there's no openings right now. This is the wrong time to be looking for a coaching opening, but, he either stays put or, he's going to get a pay raise, I would think, for winning the national championship. So, Steve Sarkisian staying in Texas, he had a contract renegotiation, went from $5.8 to $10.3 million. Got a $150,000 bonus for getting to the playoffs, so he is staying put, so that job is not going to be open. So, or is it even fair to be talking about a Ryan Day vacancy at Ohio State? I don't know, because, I would think it's one of the plum jobs in the country, but it comes with a lot of pressure, and if you can't beat the team up north, as they call it, and this year they go there, of course, since they lost in Columbus this year. So we'll see. But Ryan Day, and there's a toast to the town, Marcus Freeman. What went wrong? What did Notre Dame not do to win that game last night?
That's a big question. When they opened up the game and they had that long drive, it took them up almost the first quarter. I was thinking that Irish might have a game plan. But after that first score and that long drive, it just seemed like things went south for them. I think Ohio State made some adjustments, started going to their shield guys, Smith, for one, the receiver, and just kind of just imposed their will against Notre Dame from that point on. And then I think Notre Dame felt like they had to make one push to see if they could get there. And they were almost there. They just didn't have enough oomph to get them over the top.
I thought Judkins was a big difference in the game because he opened up the running game. I mean, they all of a sudden had to honor him because he was running, had 100 yards rushing last night. And then when Will Howard would roll out, I mean, these guys were wide open. The defensive secondary of Notre Dame was pretty porous, I thought. A lot of leaks, a lot of holes, and because these guys were wide open. Now, granted, it's Jeremiah Smith, they're outstanding wide receiver. Their core wide receivers is very good at Ohio State, to say the least. But, again, they were open and getting open. And, when you're that good, I guess it's hard to guard them and cover them for any length of time. But Will Howard was out rolling out 1,001, 1,002, 1,003. He's releasing that football. So I thought the difference was the fact that they established a running game early. And so it opened them up and had them back on their heels defensively for the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. So, anyway, that's what happened last night. We've got an NFL playoff scenario on Sunday. You've got Washington in Philadelphia to battle the Eagles for the NFC Championship to get to the Super Bowl. You got the Bills and the Chiefs in Kansas City in that second game to get a chance to get to the Super Bowl. Who wins and why? Let's start with the NFC, the Eagles and the Commanders. Here we go again for the third time they've met. Of course, home and away in the regular season, playing in the same division. So, who wins it?
The Commanders really showed me something when they beat my Lions the other night. Mm-hmm. Jaden Daniels has really grown a lot this season. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I think that Jalen Hurts may have injured his knee somewhat in that game the other night. So, you take a young talent like Jalen is and put him against a veteran like Hurts, that's going to be a classic showdown.
Mm-hmm.
I like Philadelphia's defense, but I also like the offense that Washington brings to the table because those guys, they can get it done with their receivers. They can get it done with Hurts with Daniels. So I think Washington, even though it's a road game, it's in Philadelphia, I think Washington may have the upper hand because I think they had a tougher game against Detroit, and they really proved they can score points and play defense as they did.
Wasn't ignoring you, but while you look, I thought, what's the weather we like in Philly? Because they had snow last week, and so I looked it up, and Philadelphia has on Sunday, as we are going to get a warming trend here. It's going to be cloudy and 39 in Philadelphia on Sunday with no chance of 10% chance of snow, so we'll be okay there. Second game will be in Kansas City. I had it on here too. Here we go. Kansas City weather on Sunday will be partly cloudy and 35 degrees, so it'll be like a heat wave, these two cities, compared to what they've been going through weather-wise. So weather should not be a factor. Eagles, Washington in the early game at 3:30, I guess, and the second game will be at 6:30. It's 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock kickoff on Sunday in Philly. And then in Kansas City at 6:30, Mahomes and the boys taking on Buffalo again for the AFC Championship. Are the Bills good in this time or not?
I certainly hope so. I think it would benefit the NFL if the Bills could actually pull off that win and have a matchup of two teams that hadn't been there in a while to see Buffalo and Washington make it. Josh Allen is definitely a great quarterback, but it's all going to be in if they can slow down Mahomes because he's kind of like a greased pig. I mean, he's hard to grab a hold of, and when you have the officials that are protecting you every time you take a snap, as he does, it's hard to beat a team like that. And heard you talking earlier to the pastor. I thought, that was a key stats that every time that official calls a Kansas City game that they're 7-0 while he referees, and some of the calls were really questionable. In that game.
Absolutely.
And it's really sad when you get to a pro level that you have to have that type of calls made.
And the Texans do that, and they called him out after the game. They said, this is, as I said earlier, when Marcus was here, Pastor Seacrest that second was not a targeting. In fact, the two Texan guys hit themselves.
Yes, sir.
He slid under now they made contact with him. It wasn't, they hit him in the head. They hit him, I think it was in the shoulder pad, and then their two heads clacked. They hit each other. So that's not targeting. In my opinion, that's the biggest misnomer in football, both college and pro. It's very subjective. What I would think, because there's no it doesn't appear to be based on how things are going. There's no template to go, okay, this is a targeting call. It's what I think it is. And, of course, that's always part of the officiating anyway. It's always subjective from game to game. Tonight at Tennessee I, what we would have been a foul at Crockett won't be, and what would have been because we've got different crews, and I get that. But when you have the importance of these games like you did in the game Houston and Kansas City, and that very much affected the outcome of the game, no question. So they've got to come up with the rules where I'm going with this. I don't know how you do it, but am I right? It's subjective. What I would think would be targeting is different than what I would think, and so, it's very confusing, very frustrating to go out and try and play a game. And it's not just, it happens every time you umpire the same way. Strike call is, this guy's strike zone is different. So I get it. It's all different every time whatever sport is doing whatever as far as officiating, be it basketball, football, or baseball. But those calls were wrong. Mahomes, so you do feel like it's protected?
I think so, for sure, because I was talking about my Detroit Lions, and that one interception that was thrown when Washington was returning it, their defenders, they blasted our quarterback in the head. No flag was thrown, but that was more of a targeting than what happened to Mahomes in his game. I think they've got to come to an agreement of what it truly is, and it has to be consistent. It can't be inconsistently called like they do.
The same thing used to be said about Brady. They used to say the same thing that when Brady played, he was favored by the officials. I don't know, but they clearly missed those two, and it had a big impact in as we said, the outcome of the football games. But Kansas City went on to win it. One of the announcers, which I always get tickled, some of these guys, all of a sudden Travis Kelce's the greatest tight end ever. And I'm thinking, no, there's one here from Elizabeth that's pretty good. He's going to be in the Hall of Fame soon. A guy by the name of Witten. You got Tony Gonzalez. There's a myriad. You can go back even Raymond, who's the guy who played for the Colts back in the day? Raymond Chester, is that his name? Was a tight end, was a pretty good one. You can go up and down the line. There's all kinds of great tight ends in this league, and Travis Kelce is not the greatest tight end of all time. I don't know.
Not just because he's dating
Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift is the only reason they would say that.
Yeah. So anyway, the Chiefs, they've suddenly become, and they're a great football team, and they're a great franchise, and Andy Reid does a great job as a coach. But all of a sudden, they become the villains. People are tired. They don't want.
They're tired.
They're tired of them winning all the time, which I find very interesting. But it's our society. It's like, okay, they've done their. We don't want them to win 3 in a row. I don't think they will. I think the Bills will find a way to win it out there for Sunday. Hope so. So I got 3 out of 4 last week. I only usually go over 4, so I got 3 out of 4. Only one I missed was Baltimore and Buffalo. I thought the Ravens were going to upset them. They didn't. I called the Washington win. Called all of them except that one. So this week I'm going the 2 road teams to win, Washington and Buffalo. We'll see. If I'm right, it's great. If I'm wrong, Monday morning, sun comes up, keep trucking.
That's
so
right.
What's going on with the city of Elizabeth? That's what he does. His day job does it well. What's happening in the city?
Well, right now we're just trying to make it through this cold weather. We've been hitting the road with some salt and some scraping where the snows came, and we're just trying to get through this cold spell we've got. The TVA has put out some things today that they're encouraging residents to curtail on their electrical usage in the morning from between the hours of 6 a.m. and 10 a.m. because that's going to be a high peak time, and you never know what's going to happen as far as outages. I know that some of the other utilities today have had some outages. We have been fortunate that we've not. So we've been blessed there. A lot of people are wanting to know about the bridge, which is a state project, the Broad Street Bridge. And, I noticed this morning when it was whatever the temperature was, those guys were down there working. So they have been working on the bridge to try to get it repaired. So hopefully they can stay on schedule.
Were they down in the water working or just up on top? Because I don't think they're pretty.
Not 100% sure, but they were down there working, and it was rather chilly this morning.
To say the least. Let's see what it is right now. It was, before you sit down, it was like 19. Let's see what we got. That's whatever we got is pretty much going to peak out. Let's see here. We are 20 right now. A balmy 20. Looking for a low tonight here of 5 or 4. But you know what, at that point,
10, I think so.
Cold. 4 degrees, 5 degrees. And God bless them for the folks out there that are still, and there are still folks out there sleeping in this weather. Is it not because of the floods? There is.
There is some staying in tents and RVs, things of that nature, you know. But you know, I think that the amazing thing is that how God is showing up in different ways. You think about what down in the Gulf states this today and tomorrow they're calling for winter weather, snow, down in areas where they don't normally see it. So it's going to be a rude awakening for those folks that normally don't keep probably much salt on hand and things of that nature. So you know, it's a tremendous. The things that are happening in the world right now are tremendous in our own country with the wildfires, with the flooding, with the snows. You know, if people can't see that the good Lord's soon coming,
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what's going to change.
He said in the last days would be perilous times.
Yep.
Pretty perilous, as far as I'm concerned, especially
Yes, sir.
from the weather standpoint. So, but yeah, I mean, it's unheard of down in New Orleans having snow, and those places like snow in New Orleans, yeah. So, and down the Gulf Coast states. So, it's and you know what? If he wants right now to flip the switch and be 92 degrees in Elizabeth, Tennessee, he can do it.
Yep.
He's he be the King of Kings and Lord of Lords. He be the man.
Amen.
So, the Alpha and the Omega. So, high school sports, who's the hot team right now on the county? Bulldogs, Highlanders, Warriors?
I think the Hampton boys and the girls both have been playing some pretty solid basketball. Elizabeth and boys have been playing some pretty solid basketball as well. All the other teams are sort of kindly finding their way through. You know, we've turned to the conference slate now since we've hit the new year. So for the next, 4 or 5 weeks, it's all about trying to get that seeding for the district tournament to try to make it to the regions and then sub-state and so forth. So we'll see how it all pans out. Hampton is solid. I think the United boys and girls have been playing pretty decent basketball too up there. So, it's going to be fun to watch as the season comes to an end to see how everything pans out. The weather's played some havoc with schedules and so forth, but they'll get all those in and they'll be ready to go forward. And, T.A. Duggar Middle School, they're wrapping up with district tournaments, I think, this week as well. So, basketball is slowly but steadily heading toward an end, and then baseball and softball will be out there getting on it before too long.
Hard to believe.
Yep.
It is hard to believe. We're almost at the halfway point of basketball season. Yep. So, big one tonight. We got 3 this week. Tonight, Tennessee High. Thursday will be at home against Unicoi County. They're celebrating 50 years of Lady Cyclone basketball on Thursday. Then on Saturday, we'll be at Science Hills. We got 3 this week. We'll go there at 6:15 the games tonight. We're Viking on Bristol. My man's in the house, Ivan Sanders. Great job, sir, as always. So the concert in closing, last year had some great concerts the city brought in. Where are we in the concerts this year?
August the 9th, we have Chris Tomlin and King coming to town.
Wow.
So, we've already sold right at 1,000 tickets for that concert in the early stages, and we're expecting a pretty good full house this year. Everyone knows Chris Tomlin knows what he brings when he comes to the stage, his testimony and so forth. And then Kane is a new and upcoming group that they are starting to, gain a lot of following. So we're excited about the Tweezy Trail Jams this year. It's going to be on Saturday, August the 9th at Citizens Bank Stadium. So we're really excited. We'll be gearing up a little bit more here in May. We'll get ticket sales back rolling, so we want everybody to make sure to get your tickets, come out and be with us for a great concert on Saturday, August the 9th.
Chris Tomlin and Kane coming to Elizabeth. That's good. Thanks to the city of Elizabeth. And talk soon.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir. Quick break. We'll be right back to wrap it up. You're watching show number 2,220 of the Tom Taylor Sports Show today at Carter County Bank in downtown Elizabeth.
This is Pastor Fowler of Pleasant Beach Baptist Church in Elizabethton, and we'd love to have you come be with us. You and your family be with us on Sunday. I'm standing here in the lobby at our visitors table, our welcome table, and there's packets made up with tells you a little more about the church and get acquainted card, and then also a mug and some things in there for you to take with you to remind you to pray for us. And we've got a place for you and your family and want you to come. Our goal is for you to know the Lord Jesus Christ as your Savior. But beyond that, to find your purpose and contentment in life of knowing Him, walking with Him, and serving Him each day. And so we want you and your family to come be with us Sunday morning, Sunday night, or Wednesday night. We're looking forward to seeing you soon. You can find a little more information about us online at PleasantBeachBaptist.com.
In a world where clutter, trash, and debris threaten your property, one man is ready to save the day. He's Container Man, your dumpster delivery superhero. Need to clear out your garage? Call Container Man. Remodeling your home? Call Container Man. Demolition waste taking over your job site? Call Container Man. From minor to major projects, Container Man has the perfect size dumpster for every task. With lightning fast delivery and the customer service of a locally owned company, he will help you restore order to your world. When you're ready to fight clutter, trash, and debris, call Container Man.
And back with the Tom Taylor Sports Show again. Thanks for being with us here. Getting ready to wrap it up. Show number 2,220. Basketball tonight will be at Tennessee High at Viking Hall. The Lady Cyclones in the opener at 6:15. The gentlemen to follow. Going to be two good ones at Viking Hall. Great arena. Looking forward to being up there. Jackson Judah's going to run the camera for us. And so we'll have your video and audio tonight from Viking Hall. The Cyclones and the Vikings. Thursday back home against Unicoi County, and Saturday we'll wrap the busy week up. We'll be with a doubleheader on Saturday at Science Hill. Audio only there. They said no cameras in Johnson City, so we'll have cameras for you tonight, or a camera up. Video tonight and video on Thursday, and audio only on Saturday. That's going to do it. Big thanks to our guest, Andrew McKean, the president here at Carter County Bank, getting ready for that big open house and the grand opening, if you will, at the new bank in Boone, North Carolina. And so I appreciate Andrew being by. Also, Marcus Seacrest, the pastor, as we said, from Pleasant Beach for the men's wild game dinner. It's coming up on Saturday at 6 o'clock, and it's open to everybody who wants to come. All you need is a ticket. We can get you tickets if you come by the show Thursday. He'll give you a batch of tickets tomorrow at church, and so I'll have those for you Thursday. You can come by and get a ticket from right here. There's no cost to the ticket, but you got to have a ticket to get in, obviously, and get yourself qualified for all those door prizes. A Henry 44 rifle, hunting gear, fishing gear, all kinds of door prizes to win, and the ticket is the way to do that, plus some great wild game, and then also, and someone asked me who's going to be identified. Of course they are. They'll say this is venison and this is whatever it is, and so, yes, they will have that for sure marked and identified so you'll know what you're eating, no question. And as we said, if you don't want that but you still want to come, they have the traditional chicken tenders, mashed potatoes, different things too. So they'll have that as well. That'll be coming up on Saturday, this Saturday at Pleasant Beach Baptist Church on Watauga Road here in Elizabethton. So thanks for Marcus to come by. And just now my buddy Alvin Sanders. We'll be back a long way. Alvin does a great job. Back with you again tonight for Cyclone Basketball Double Dip from Viking Hall. And let's wrap it up as we always do by giving you the verse today. We always dedicate our show to the man who hung on the cross. And every ball game, everything we do, we give him credit. Why? Because he's deserving. This is his show. We're just passing through, folks. And if you think we're not, you're fooling yourself. It's all about him. Psalms 147 verses 3 and 5 says, number 3, he heals the brokenhearted and binds up their wounds. A lot of people hurting out there right now for different reasons. And verse number 5 says, great is our Lord, mighty in power. His understanding has no limit. Amen. Good way to end it. Thanks for watching the show. Back with you tomorrow. Again tonight, it's Cyclone Basketball beginning at 6:15. Video and audio from Viking Hall. Until then, we'll tell you as always, bloom where you're planted and win or lose big at sport. And thanks for watching show number 2,220 today from Carter County Bank in downtown.